Right, so Chainsaw Man is ending. Part 2 is ending next chapter. And I can't really say much because it hasn't actually ended yet. And I mean, there's still hopes for a part 3 because this is how part 1 ended as well, with an announcement of the next issue being the final chapter. And I hope that there is a part 3 somewhere. After this ends, potentially there is a part 3, because without a part 3, I don't think this can be satisfying. I mean, the main question from reading the chapter when I reviewed it, the only thing in my mind was, what? I kept asking questions. I didn't understand anything. That's why I said I have to wait for the next chapter to really understand, because it seems like we just skipped like 2 chapters. And the next one is going to fill us in on what actually happened to get there. And hopefully next chapter can flesh out and answer questions like, where is Yoru and Asa? And the biggest one for me, how the fuck did they get here? Because this is Denji's part 1 shack, right? And let's just say, hypothetically, there is no part 3 in sight. Can one chapter really save this? I mean, okay, they gave us an answer to how we got here, what happened to Yoru, what happened to Asa. We still won't get power. And for the Nayuta Coopers, no Nayuta obviously, never expected her to come back anyways. Okay, only a little but not really. But Rize, never coming back. While those are big names, it's not the biggest point of the story. If it can nail Asa's character in the end, what happened to her in the end, that would be good. Personally, I wanted Denji and Asa to end up together, but it doesn't seem like they will. Making Asa consent to having sex with Denji off screen is diabolical. This one doesn't mean much, but I think Yoshida was wasted. I mean, dude was so mysterious, so much potential there, but he just died. I understand his character, but still. I've said this before, I believe, in my Why Yoru Isn't Traditional Villain video. I don't think that's what the title was. And speaking of Yoru, the overall experience of the final fight of Chainsaw Man wasn't as entertaining as it could have been because of Yoru herself. And like I said in that video, Yoru isn't a traditional main villain. She cannot carry an arc by herself. She's an amazing character, but as a villain, it doesn't quite hold up. She's also a loser, which doesn't help with intimidation. Yes, she can be quite scary here and there because she is a devil after all, but she doesn't feel like a Madara, an Aizen, a Sukuna even. And yes, she wasn't written to be like that, but therein lies the problem. Now back on the recent chapter. We see that we're back in the part 1 beginning Denji's shack. And obviously the biggest question is how. This can be answered next chapter, of course, because 1 minute we were fighting a devil or about to be bitten by a devil, and then Pochita tells us looks like we've been eaten by a devil, and now we're at Denji's old place. Is it because Pochita ate himself so he never existed? Wouldn't that just be time travel? Wouldn't that have to do with time rather than erasing Denji's or Pochita's existence or the concept of a Chainsaw Man? Not that we go back to it never happening. I saw someone tweet that this is all an imagination. This never happened. Denji never became Chainsaw Man and this is all in his head, but he's still there. That would be so bad. I hope that's not the case. It doesn't seem like it is. But the how did we get here question is just an outrage, because let's just wait for the next chapter. I'm sure it'll answer the questions. Hopefully. I'm sure it will. My biggest complaint about this chapter is Pochita. And the thing is, I do not agree with Pochita at all. I don't think he's right. Yes, Denji has a few screws loose, a lot of screws loose actually. But that doesn't suddenly mean he cannot enjoy a happy, normal life. Wasn't that the goal, Pochita? Wasn't that the whole point? I don't want him to go back to owing the Yakuza and having a terminal illness, living alone in that decrepit place, dying of starvation. The journey up to this point wasn't for nothing, was it? Because we met friends, we met family. Denji was happy. You could say he was a little bit unsatisfied because he's a young guy, he has bigger aspirations after seeing what he could have. But other than that, he was genuinely happy. Why is Pochita, this demon dog, trying to convince me that Denji does not want a normal happy life? That's not even it. Even if he doesn't want a normal life, he was still happy. You can tell me he wasn't the happiest when he was with Nayuta, for example. That was peak Denji. He had someone to take care of. He had a mundane, normal life, but he could still go around saving people as Chainsaw Man. That was happy Denji. You can't Come on now. That's like the biggest thing for me. I'm sure it can be better explained by you guys, someone else, someone out there can convince me to change my mind. But as of now, this is how I stand. Maybe in the next chapter will ease it in for me better. But right now, I don't agree with Pochita. And as for the bigger issues with the story, like the unanswered questions, like where is this person and that person, that is where we need part 3 to help us with this. Like, is death still there? Like, are people still going to die, or is it just a new world altogether? And there's still power of this Rize and them. So that's where we need a part 3. As for this part 2, Asa and Yoru need to be answered. Like, what happened to them? They're like the main characters, especially Asa. But that's like mostly my thoughts. That's all I have to actually say. It's mainly just me saying wait for the next chapter, hope for a part 3, and I don't agree with Pochita's reasoning. The panel of keep dreaming Denji, that is meme gold, bro. So tell me what you think about this ending. Do not forget, like the video, subscribe, really helps out and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching and I hope I see you next time. Peace.